All right, on to mission 3. So first thing I did was I rolled for weather, got light clouds. Then I drew a mission card. Joust with the ninth IAP. So we fly to Sector I-5. Only rolls of 9 or greater apply to flight events. Everything else is NA. Upon arrival, 1d3 plus 3 of the ninth Guard IAP. So here's A5 or I5. So unfortunately, this is the absolute worst draw I can think of, because ace is wild. We're going to add an ace, enemy ace, to the next combat. So I only got a 20% chance twice to get combat before I hit the ninth guards. I could abort the mission and take -1 campaign point, but 1, that doesn't get rid of this card, and 2, that's not very sporting when I don't have any damage at all. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my highest performance aircraft, except my one ace is going to take a gondola with him as a wingman, because I have my break formation card that I can still use. So we moved. We rolled for an event. We didn't get one. And did not get an event there. And then hit our waypoint. I rolled for the Soviets. 1d3 plus 3. And of course I got 3. So 6 Soviets. And the first one I drew was a wingman. So they actually get 7. And then I rolled for surprise. Then I drew my Soviet ace. And of course he gets ACM expert, which it gives him a +1 to his attack die rolls. And then I rolled for surprise, and of course the Soviets surprised me with a +1 to their initiative. And I set up the rolls, and fortunately my ace rolled highest, and he's got freedom of action. And unfortunately my 2 veterans look like they might be in a little bit of trouble. But we'll come back and do the combat. Wanted to talk about the 9th Guard Squadron real quick. The 9th Guard Squadron was an elite unit that was formed at Stalingrad, basically to try to counter the German experience levels. To be accepted into the 9th, you had to be an ace. So for game purposes, all the Soviet pilots in the 9th Guard Squadron are either veterans or aces. Even though all their pilots were aces, they still had a hard time matching the experience levels of the Germans, who at this time were unbelievable. So these 2 have freedom of action, and I'm going to play my break formation and basically let my wingman work on his own. So he's got freedom of action. He can attack anyone. Attacking here is pointless because he's got a -2. And oh my goodness, they've got 4 aces in a row here. So this is the most dangerous guy on the board, so we're going to go after him. And we really need to get lucky here. And of course we didn't, so he misses. He's coming. 1d10. Oh, and he misses too. Or he misses as well. All right. So he's going after my guy. I'm going to go ahead and play I think I'll play the defensive spiral. So we both roll our experience die. If I succeed, he goes to action taken, and I break off. If I fail, he gets 2 attacks. The second one at -2 DRM, but he also breaks off, so that'll take him out of the fight. So we'll go ahead and play that. So we'll roll at my experience level. Oh, 3. Terrible. 1. So it succeeds. So he breaks off. His turn is over. This guy who already rolled before goes first. He's coming after him. And he's going to play his low yo-yo. Same thing. If it's success, they both go to action taken. Failure, he's going to get another attack at -2. And then we both go to action taken. What that does is it allows us to avoid getting attacked by all these guys, even if we fail. So let's see what we get. A 2. Pitiful. It's stuck. An 11. So he succeeds. So he gets his attack and then a second attack at -2. 1. He misses. 6, 5, 4. So he misses. And we survive. All right. We'll roll for the Soviets first. On to round 2. This time they don't get the +1 bonus. So we'll roll for this guy. 3 and 5 is 8. 7 and 5 is 12. 1 and 5 is 6. 1 and 5 is 6. They're getting some bad ones. We'll roll for this ace. Oops. Of course, falls on the floor. Four and 5 is 9. Roll for these two. 9 and 5 is 14. And the named ace. Oh, 12 and 5 is 17. Awful. All right, so I got my 2 experienced. Roll for the 7 first. 10 and 7, 17. Woohoo, that's good. 8. 9 and 8, 17. And the 12. 2 and 8 is 10. All right, I used up all my dogfight cards. So he goes first. He's going to go head-to-head against one of them. So even, odd. Even. So he's going head-to-head against him. Eight, 9, 2 hits. 2 level B hits. We get 2. And 3, 5. He's got to roll against a 5 before he counterattacks. 5. He flips to his damaged side, but he still attacks normally. Because it's simultaneous. 4, he misses. So they're done. All right. Unfortunately, he's got to attack here with a -2. So that's terrible. 6 -2 is 4. He misses. All right. So this 12 is coming after him. 9. 2 hits. B. 3 and 2, 5. Rolling against a 5. 6. Hangs on. He's done. This guy's coming after him. 8, of course. 2 hits. Good Lord. 2 And 2, 4. It's a 9. And we'll just flip a 9 there. Rolling against a 9. Not looking good. 4. Let's flip to his damage side. He's done. All right, he's got nothing to lose. He's going to attack there. 6, 10 though. He rolls an 8, so 1 hit. He's going to be flipping. Cost us. And 2 hits. And he rolls against that. 11, he's fine. All right, round 3. See if hopefully we can survive. All right, we'll roll the 10s first. 4, 9. 7, 5, 12. 9, 5, 14. 10, 5, 15. Having terrible luck here. 4, 5, 9. 6, 5, 11. And the named ace. Let's hope to 7, 5, 12. All right, my guys. 10. Come on, high. 4, 7, 11. That's bad. He really needs to do well. 4, 7, 11. That's bad. 9, 7, 16. Oh. All right, he's got freedom of action. So he's not going to put himself under any threat. He's going to go here. I mean, I could attack here, but it's not going to help me. 12, 2 hits. Very good. Using B. 3, or 2, and 3 for 5. Roll against a 5. 9. He's fine. Dang it. Turn's done. He's going to attack the damage one per the rules. 1d10. Course, 10, 2 hits on a B. 2, 3, 5. 5 and 5 is 10. He's shot down. Roll to bail out. Doesn't. All right, we lose the pilot there. So that's 2 and 2. I'm sorry, 2 and 2 is -4. So we're sitting at -4 mission points. His turn is done. He's going to attack there. 9, 2 hits. Dang it. 2 and 3 is 5. Roll against a 5. 10 survives. All right, named ace coming after us. Two hits on a B. 2 and 3 is 5. 5 and 5 is 10. He's shot down. Roll for bailout. He bails out. Roll for evasion. He evades. Okay, so we lose 2 mission points for him. So we're at -6. And combat is over. So we'll be right back. We're back. And at the end of combat, what I'm left with are these 2 aircraft. My ace on his damaged side with 9 damage, and an undamaged veteran pilot who broke off. We've got 2 squares to move, or 2 sectors to go back to, and then we have to land. Anything 9 or above or below 9 is ignored, but I don't want to risk it. I'm going to send him home for -1 mission point, so that makes us -7. And I still have to have him roll to land, but I'm going to go ahead and play my higher power card, and he lands automatically. So he's landed at home. And now we've got this guy who's going to start heading back. 7, he's fine. Oh, 10, of course. Draw an in-flight event card. Mission aircraft supplies by a flight of enemy fighters. +1 for every 1 aircraft on the initiative track. Supplies by 1d3 +1 and 1d3 +2 IL2s. So I'll set this up and be right back. So we ended up with 2 fighters from the 239th and 5 IL2s. We rolled for everyone, gave them their +1, and fortunately my guy rolled high enough to have freedom of action. So I'm going to go ahead and go after this gentleman. 5, I miss, but no one can attack me. So we'll go ahead and go to round 2. So we'll roll for the 2 fighters. 2 and 5, so 8 and 11. That's the one good thing, is that we could potentially outpace all these guys because we have better performance, but I don't want to jinx it. Okay, 4 and 4, so these are both in 7. Roll for this 8. 1, so he's on 4. And we got these 2 10s. 5, 8. 10, 13, that's bad. All right, roll for our guy. 5, 8, 13. All right, can't attack an IL2 head-to-head. I could go for this guy, but then the IL2 would have an opportunity to attack me. So I'm going to pass. I just want to survive. So we'll go on to round 3. So we'll roll for the 2 fighters. Uh-oh. 8 and 4. So 4, this is 10. And 8 and 6 is 14. Yep. Okay, roll for the 2 green guys. Oh, great. So we got a 9 and an 8. We'll roll for the experience. 1, that's a 4, and they're 2 10s. 5 and 4. All right, roll for our guy. Last chance. Got to get higher than a 14, please. 10, 18. All right, freedom of action. He's going to go after this guy. 5, miss. All right, but he survives. That's the good thing about having higher performance. So back to our campaign map. All that's left is landing. So there is no die roll modification for light clouds. He lands safely. All right, so we end up with -7 mission points, which we have to spend 5. So that brings us down to -2 for -2 campaign points. So now we had 1. We're sitting at -1 campaign point. And it's going to take us down to 9 banked mission points. So we have the ability to draw. We don't have any mission points to spend on the positive, so we can't repair this guy. So we roll a 1d3 for our pilot that's evading. So 1 + 1 is 2. So we put it 2 turns, our evading counter, on the calendar, 2 turns ahead of the current turn. Now the game, even if you have 0 mission points, you're allowed to draw 2 dogfight cards. So we get Beginner's Luck, which is totally useless to us because we don't have any green pilots, and Diving Attack and Break Off. That's pretty good. We like that one. And then finally, we draw a post-mission card. Hit the Soak. +2 to any bailout die roll, which may be useful in the future. All right. Advance the turn or the calendar 1 day, and it's on to turn 4.